Hello, this is Darice. Welcome to Moon Life Astro. And we're going to get into the astrology for the upcoming week, April 16th through April 23rd. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. We do appreciate you stopping by. Um, this will probably be a shorter video than usual, even though there is a lot going on. I do feel like the momentum has picked up. Hopefully, you've experienced that as well. Last week, Venus went direct. We had that full moon in Libra. I was pretty tired myself during that full moon, but sometimes full moons are like that, especially because they are a time about resting and relaxing and releasing. So hopefully you were able to relax and do that during the full moon weekend. I did also go out and about, had a little bit of fun as well. So hopefully you were able to do that as well. Hopefully you're feeling the momentum of Mercury and Venus having both gone direct now. I think we're starting to feel some of the traditional Aries energy with like get up and go, let's get it done. This Aries season has not been as fiery as other Aries seasons just because we do have a lot happening in Pisces. Pisces still being in the North Node, Mercury, Saturn. But I'll get into what we're going to be experiencing this upcoming week. And overall, I've heard several astrologers say this, and I also feel this intuitively as well, that all of April in particular is a really good month to be trusting our intuition, our instincts, not necessarily trying to make sense of things. So if you still have decisions that you're sitting with, feel like you don't have all the information to make a complete decision or move forward, you're not alone in that. And I think as the energy clears over the second half of April, things will be made more clear, more apparent. So if you're in a position to sit with something, I would encourage you to do that. And just wait for the momentum to pick up or for some of the energy to bring in some more epiphanies. And I think this week's upcoming astrology could actually help people with that. So basically, just hang in there. And I'm with you every step of the way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and list what's coming up, and then I'm going to break it down each way. There is a lot, so it might sound overwhelming. So just bear with me, and we're just going to take it one thing at a time. So April 17th, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune. April 18th, we have Mars entering Leo. April 19th, the Sun enters Taurus. April 19th, Mars trines Neptune. April 20th, Venus sextiles Uranus. That same day, Mercury will sextile Pluto. April 20th, the Sun will square Mars. April 21st, Saturn conjunct the North Node. April 22nd, we have the Sun conjunct Saturn. And then April 23rd, we have the Sun squaring Pluto. And again, I'm going to take it one by one here. So if that didn't make a lot of sense to you, do not worry about it. We're going to figure it out. Okay, so April 17th, Mercury, again, our ability to communicate, how we digest information, coming together with Neptune. Neptune, again, can be our ability to imagine, vision, fantasize about what's happening in our lives, our highest ideal for ourselves. I think of Neptune, and many other astrologers think of Neptune as well as our spiritual expansion. So now, when it comes together in a supportive conjunction with Mercury, this could be a day where you have some divine inspiration. You may have messages come through to you in a dream. Um, and there may be some foggy communication with people. But in terms of your own intuition and your instinct, it may actually be heightened. And so, like I was saying earlier, if you're waiting for insight about a particular situation or a particular relationship, April 17th or around that time, maybe an answer or an aha may come to you. This could also be a really great day for solopreneurs, for your looking at your branding. Maybe you're revisioning or reimagining a logo. Maybe you were looking at some of that work during the Venus retrograde around this time or during this week. Maybe you're ready to launch that new image, that new logo, those new marketing materials, for example. And you could also maybe want to do that launch that you were revisiting during the Mercury and Venus retrogrades, if you were reassessing how you did certain launches, this could be a good week to go ahead and do a soft launch or an actual big launch if you're in the position and ready to do that. It could also be a great day for just doing brainstorming, or maybe even just doing a brain dump for yourself, just writing out all your different ideas. One way I did a brain dump in a workshop one time is the facilitator had us create a big circle and then just write things down as like tangents off of the circle, and to not be linear about it, to just see what comes to mind. And sometimes it's easier when you're not doing it in actual list form. And I haven't thought about this exercise in years. It's funny that it just came to me. But I found it really helpful just to do it that way, to like write ideas on the outside of the circle and then in the inside of the circle. And just by following my instinct about where to put each idea, I made connections in a way that I may not have made if I had just done a traditional list form. So that might be something you want to try. Spiritual practice on this day, you could either meditate or journal with music, as a way to tap into your subconscious. Or if you want to work with crystals, you could use amethyst or moonstone or both to enhance that intuitive flow. April 18th, Mars enters Leo. Hallelujah. Mars will finally be out of Cancer. It's been there. We've been dancing with this energy pretty much for the last 6 months, really, in some respects. And if you're feeling emotionally worn out, if things have been prickly between you and certain people, Mars being in Cancer might have led to that. And that energy is finally lifting. Mars will finally be in Leo, where it's much more comfortable than it is when he is in Cancer. So this could bring a sense of boldness, confidence. And again, maybe you were hesitating about taking a next step. Now that Mars is entering Leo, you may have that bravery, that ability to take that final step, to take that leap. And you may also feel like an emotional heaviness gets lifted from you around the time that Mars enters Leo. I certainly hope that is the case for you. I certainly hope that is the case for myself. Another suggestion that you could work with this energy in terms of your business, it might be a great day to do that launch like I was referring to earlier. It could be a great day to show up online. Maybe you do a live of some sort, either on YouTube or IG. It could also be a great weekend just for pursuing some of your passion projects. Basically, Mars entering Leo is the green light to lead with the heart. You could also use this energy to schedule some video content, your reels, that sort of thing. And again, you could also use that energy to reconnect you with what lights you up, even if it's just a hobby. Maybe it's dancing or knitting, maybe it's rock climbing. Mars entering Leo could be a great day to do something physical like that. And also during the time that it's in Mars and Leo, that whole transit is great for those kind of physical activities. So like dancing, moving your body, and just move with this energy. Dance as if you are already living your dream life. Another stone to work with could be cornelian or citrine, since they both help us tap into courage and confidence. April 19th, we have the sun entering Taurus. It'll be Taurus season. Taurus season is great because it helps us ground. And I also like Taurus season as an invitation to get more in touch with my sensual side. Taurus likes comfort, luxury. And you can do this in little ways. You don't have to, break the bank or go over budget. But, maybe it's just buying a nice perfume for yourself or a nice body oil. Maybe try a new bath salt that you haven't tried before. Taurus season could be a great time to, go out and buy some new candles, that sort of thing. Or if you're in the position to do some actual luxury stuff, like take that vacation, go on a spa, have a spa day, a spa weekend, maybe have a fun couples weekend, that could be great. In terms of business, Taurus season is great for building tangible systems, refining those systems, and also grounding your offers in action. So what are some action steps you've been holding back on? for getting that next launch off the ground. You can begin to take those steps. That could be a great use of this energy as well. So for example, like I said earlier, when we were doing the revisioning, the reimagining, the strategizing for our branding or our offers, our websites during that Mercury and Venus retrogrades, now we can go ahead and implement those ideals, put them into action. So if you want to update that website, this could be a great way to begin actually implementing those changes. If you have been working on creating a new offer or doing something new with your email list, that sort of thing. Great week to begin doing that information, but really Taurus season is a great time for doing all of those things. A spiritual practice, maybe you can just go barefoot in nature for a little bit. Feel the earth under your feet, feel how sustaining that is. In the past, when I've done that, I love just actually standing on the bare earth, closing my eyes and feeling that grounding energy come all the way up through my body, all the way out to the top of my crown, merging with the sun, and then allowing the sun's energy to come back down through my crown, through my body, through my feet, back into the earth. And that could actually be a really nice meditation as well. And even if you're not able to be outside barefoot, just imagining that is a really nice visual meditation as well. April 20th, we have Venus sextiling Uranus. And we also have Mercury sextiling Pluto and the Sun squaring Mars. And you may be feeling that energy, especially the Sun squaring Mars, that could be building as this week begins. But we'll take it step by step. So Venus, Uranus. So again, Venus, love, our values, our relationship to money. Uranus, the disruptor, the unexpected. When Venus and Uranus come together in this supportive sextile, there may be some unexpected support. So that would be nice to receive that. So, keep an open mind, or, keep your eye out for maybe an unexpected call or an email from someone. Mercury and Pluto coming together as well in a supportive sextile. This could be a great day to have an important meeting, an important conversation, because you'll have more access to your clarity and your communication, or even just journaling and processing something. That might be a great day for that. Could be a great day for a therapy session, a coaching session, either as a coach or as a client. And then Sun square Mars. Sun, our identity, our sense of self. Mars, our bravery, our courage, our ability to act. They're in a tense aspect, but I like squares because squares are what make things happen. So even though they can be a challenging aspect, it's necessary. We need traction. Sometimes we need something to resist in order to get it off the ground. So maybe this could be a day for a breakthrough for yourself on certain things. But it may also highlight if you've been pushing yourself too hard, if you're going too hard, if you didn't really slow down during these recent retrogrades, you may feel the effect of that. You could experience burnout. So just be aware that that's a possibility. But basically, especially around the 19th or the 20th, maybe give yourself a little bit of space. Give yourself some time to reflect, to integrate. If you are going to be implementing some of these new things, maybe you can empty out your calendar or some of the other mundane routine things that you've been doing so that you really have the time to focus on these new things that you want to implement. Just a suggestion. You could also, for a spiritual practice, you could pull a card and maybe ask yourself, or as you're pulling the card, where am I being asked to trust the unknown? A stone that you could possibly work with would be obsidian or black tourmaline for clarity, release, grounding, as well as protection. Okay, we're almost done. We're about halfway through the week. Hang in there. And if you have been with me and you're still here, I really do appreciate it. And we're almost done. April 21st, we have the Sun conjunct the North Node in Pisces. Again, Saturn, the taskmaster, the North Node, our soul's calling, our soul's purpose, they're coming together to really support us moving more deeply into our life purpose, our life's mission. This could be a feeling of karmic alignment or realignment. This could be helping us see what we're building now and what kind of long-term significance it can have. This could be a great day or time to just check in on where you are with your business, with your mission. And also, you may experience some clarity around your boundaries, timelines, maybe some long range goals. Maybe around this time, you want to set aside some focus so you can look at mapping out the next year of what you want to experience in your business and also personally. Another spiritual practice, you can simply sit in stillness and ask yourself, what am I being called to steward with care? What am I being called to steward with care? And then maybe a crystal to work with or a stone, maybe some smoky quartz. Again, a great grounding stone. April 22nd, we have the sun conjunct Saturn. And again, our sense of self, the sun, Saturn, boundaries, foundation. This is a good time to look at where are you grounding yourself? What does your foundation look like? Look at how you take yourself seriously, or where have you not been taking yourself and your needs seriously? This could be a great day to look at those types of things and what needs to be addressed in those areas. In terms of the business, another great day for planning, looking at some project timelines, maybe looking at the timelines attached to some of these upcoming launches. Could be a great day for that. Could also be a great time to look at any client relationships that need to be reassessed. Maybe the boundaries have been a little murky. You may also be feeling some pressure to clean up things. And if that is the case, be easy on yourself, be compassionate with yourself. Always remember that we're learning every single day, and every day we're being better than we were the day before. A spiritual practice, you can light a candle and write a letter to your future self 1 year from now. And a stone to work with could be hematite or onyx, again, for protection and presence. And then the last date, April 23rd, Sun square Pluto. Again, Sun, sense of self, Pluto, deep transformation. Maybe there'll be some power dynamics that get revealed to you. You could look at anything that may come up. Another great day for self-care, self-nurturing, good day for therapy, coaching, that sort of thing, because some deep feelings could be rising to the surface around April 23rd, especially around power struggles, issues of control. You may feel tested. And this could just be a good day to look at how you can release any old identities, any limiting beliefs, any patterns holding you back. Reflect on where you're gripping too tight in your business, in your goals, in your strategies. Where can you loosen the reins some? In other words, this could be a great day to just empower yourself through aligned action, not force. A spiritual practice, you could burn a list of things you're ready to release in your business and in your identity. So that's basically it. Hopefully, April, you're feeling the shift, the energy pick up, the momentum pick up. Hopefully, you are feeling more excited about what's coming into your life, what's showing up in your world. Hopefully, that is the case. I am wishing you much love, much peace, and joy. Easily yours, Darice. Oh, and again, before I forget, please do like the video. If you are receiving value from these, please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. It really does help me get the word out to other people. And again, much love. Easily yours, Darice.